Referee is Simon Hooper. His last league game in charge in Manchester was Tottenham's defeat at United in October. Stones Ake Akanji across the 6-yard line. As Morris delivers and Haaland arrives.
It surprised me there. I thought he'd have a full swing of the laces at this one. He's looking peeling off, no one near him, and he just like taps it the instep of his foot. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there, because that's a great opportunity. Maybe he was just going to get the control of it.
Lifted forward by Lloris. Kulusevski. Perisic. Kulusevski. Højbjerg. Kane. Beyond them is Davis. And Davis whipped it in, and Son's header was clutched on the line by Ederson.
What a good move from Tottenham. One side to the other quickly. That was the key. Great reverse pass from Harry Kane. He just gets something on it, the defender here. By mistake, he doesn't. He just a bit behind him. Son can't quite get enough on it. He did actually flick off Ake's back of his head, took the pace off it. Can't say what to say at half time, because normally he's giving him the telling off, isn't he? He'd be quite pleased.
Grealish. And here is Rico Lewis! Morris threw out a palm and it was sufficient.
Gets the ball out of his feet. He knows he's got the shot on. Look at the spaces in. Takes a bit of a deflection on the way through. And that's a good hand in the end. Time. I think it's Son who's coming over, just gets something on it, and it's spinning into that bottom left-hand corner. It's a good hand from Lloris.
Aimed up towards Haaland. There is no flag, but Lloris is snapping it away with his ankles, winning the ball, and then glancing warily at the referee after bodily contact. There's nothing doing.
I think he not only had one bad touch, he had a couple after that as well. Right on the shoulder. He's onside. He has a bit of a nightmare with the flight of the ball, and then there's no push there, he slips, but first touch let him down, just away from goal. Lloris is really fiery off his line, we know that. He does well, the goalkeeper.
Alvarez with time to turn. Haaland again is off and on his way, and Davis is taken out of it, and here is Riyad Mahrez. And Rodri, and Haaland!
Well, talk about fiery off his line. I have no idea where Lloris is going here. And a little bit more of a deft touch from Haaland, and it's 1-0. Davis getting caught underneath the ball. Lovely little ball to the middle of the goal. He's unmarked. It's a difficult one because he's leaning back, and there's a bit of pace on the ball, and it just spins off his head. But Lloris going for his half-time cup of tea a little bit early there.
Ederson's pass was poor, and Kulusevski pounces, and Tottenham steal. And Pep is on his knees. What next? Whatever next.
Well, would you believe it? We've had a couple of little moments in this half when they've created a bit of pressure, but this is all City's doing. Terrible ball from Ederson. And Kulusevski, you have to say, takes it brilliantly well. 4 on the press for Tottenham. Slips it into that far corner. Ederson's saying you've got to get there and make the pass. I don't know what pass he expects him to make. It's an absolute horror ball to his feet.
There could be space in this game for Kevin De Bruyne and the other would-be creators on that City bench. Bentancur, Kane's the chaser, it's a race with Stones. Kulusevski. And Kane. And still Kane. And thrust in by Emerson Royal. Spurs are blinking this back. Can it be? 2 goals in no time on the cusp of half-time. And for Manchester City, it's a long way back.
Well, just watch how many white shirts end up in this attack. The break's on, then it breaks down here. But they flood forward, and one of them's a fullback, a wing-back. Harry Kane does brilliantly well. The slide tackle. Ederson makes the save, but it goes right into the path of Emerson Royal, and he just instinctively throws his head on it. This is a brilliant tackle. Rodri has to win that. You cannot let the centre-forward win the ball in your box. It's a scrappy save. And the second one is just looped over his head. The game has turned on its head.
2 minutes and 6 seconds between 2 Tottenham goals. Our expectations are so high and are generally so gloriously met. Nico Lewis. Riyad Mahrez around Perisic. Mahrez. Grealish. Alvarez! The champions punch back. A World Cup winner's goal.
Well, just look at this, Mahrez. This is him at his best. Patient. He knows he's going to get the ball, and he just lets Perisic come to him. As soon as the fullback stands still, he knows he can just walk past him. You cannot stand still. Just there, squares himself up, stands still. The little dink to the near post, the rebound. Lloris is involved. Alvarez, pieces, bits and pieces. Poacher's goal.
There is your mood changer. Mahrez. Lewis outside of him. Mahrez for Rodri. And Rodri for Mahrez. Haaland! The heavyweight bounces off the canvas. The champions back in the battle.
Well, that's about touch number 7, and it's an important one. Brilliant again from Mahrez. Great ball from Rodri, and he just sets him on a plate. He's onside. He doesn't miss them. He's got the presence of mind to head it over Lloris. He knows the keeper can throw an arm at it. Not up there, he can't. Wow, what a turnaround.
On behalf of Pep Guardiola, Erling Haaland has his first goal of 2023 and his 22nd goal in the Premier League. Only moments ago, Spurs had a grip on this. Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez! They are swamping Tottenham.
Well, it seems like Pep's made a few substitutions without us seeing them. City look like they've got about 15 on the pitch. Just cuts across it a little bit.
No one remembers who scored for City in that game, do you? Kane.
In my mind.
Kane for Kulusevski. Kulusevski! Oh, what a stop that is as Perisic drove in on it.
That just hits the back of Lewis's leg and then flicks up.
Okay, Rodri. Mahrez, and Perisic is committed and out of it. It's Riyad Mahrez! That's just stunning. Manchester City in microcosm. In less than a quarter of an hour, the lengthiest journey from utter despair to elation.
Well, the matchup doesn't work. Perisic tries to win it. He's away. Look how quick he runs at Davis. Davies, it's very, very difficult when a player runs at you that quickly with the pace and the jink of Mahrez. Little foot over, gets a yard, a tiny little touch off Davies as he gets the shot away. Just a flick off the bottom of his boot, and that sends it low and to Lloris's left. Beaten on the near post, but a slight deflection, not being too harsh on the goalkeeper. Mahrez has turned this game on its head. Scored one, set two up.
Mahrez with depth, and Rodri's header against Richarlison.
It looked like
there is a handball hint.
Yeah, it looked like a handball from. Looked like his arm definitely went up far post. Richarlison, his arm's out. This will be given.
Every chance. Every chance. Need to be absolutely sure Simon Hooper and his feet. The check suggests that Richarlison is not guilty. Thrust forward by Ederson, and here is Riyad Mahrez! The man of a magnificent Manchester City moment. He's made it happen all by himself.
Well, we don't give man of the match or player of the match awards, but he certainly will be giving it now. Terrible moment. The long lay, and he just takes full advantage. Take it round the keeper. No, I won't. I'll just do a little dink. Watch this. Lets the keeper go down. Lloris flies out at him. Calm as you like. Set two up. Scored two. MOM.
When he shines, he truly glitters, Riyad Mahrez. He's a delicious footballer. And he has restored to a face that frowned that broad Catalan grin. The performance of a champion club. A club that despises the concept of defeat. A club that stared at a desperate deficit and then laughed in its face. Manchester City trailed at half-time by 2 goals on the cusp of the break from Kulusevski and Emerson Royal. But they came out for the second half and reminded us of who they are. Alvarez, fresh from the World Cup, and his triumph there had them back in it. Haaland had them level, and then Riyad Mahrez, who orchestrated and found within himself the display of a maestro, sealed the deal. First with a goal which established the lead soon after the hour, and then with a clincher right at the end of it all. And Harry Kane's vacant expression sums up how Tottenham are bound to feel about it all. Manchester City, magnificent. So much for a City surrender. Above the Champions Stadium, of course, the Champions pennant still flies. There is no room here, Rebecca, for a white flag. Manchester City are going nowhere fast.